During presidential preference, primary, and general elections, voters insert Election Day ballots into precinct-based tabulators. Precinct-based tabulators are never used during early or emergency voting and are not used for any ballots that go into affidavit envelopes, such as provisional ballots. If you have more than one tabulator, be sure to perform opening and closing activities on each device. Before using a tabulator, you will be asked to verify 3 items for accuracy. First, verify that the inside of the ballot box contains a brown insert between door number 3 and door number 1. Before opening the polls, open door number 3 and verify that you see the brown insert. Second, verify that the metal plate on top of the ballot box is open and visible. Finally, verify that the tabulator lists the correct facility on it. If any of these 3 items cannot be verified, call the hotline. To turn on the tabulator, insert the provided stylus into the small opening on the front left side of the tabulator next to the orange light. Hold it for several seconds and listen for a series of beeps to indicate that the tabulator is powering on. At the Ready screen, apply the security key to the metal circle on the top left of the tabulator and hold until the screen changes. Then enter the passcode provided to the inspector. After entering the passcode, you will be presented with the main menu screen. In small print at the bottom of the left corner of the screen, you will see a ballot counter. Verify the counter is at 0. If not, call the hotline. If it's the night before Election Day, exit the main menu and do not go any further. During opening procedures on Election Day, open the polls on the tabulator. To open the polls, press Poll Management. Then press Open Polls. When the tabulator prompts to select Print or Don't Print regarding the 0 report, make sure the print box is checked and tap Next. When you confirm opening the polls, the tabulator will automatically begin printing the 0 report. This report verifies that there are no votes counted yet on the machine. Once the report is printed, tap Continue. The screen will then read, "Please insert ballot." Leave the report attached to the tabulator for now. At closing, you will remove it and sign to verify the tabulator did open with 0 votes recorded. At the front of the tabulator, there are 2 white arrows. This is where the voter will slide their ballot into the tabulator. Ballots may be inserted in any direction. If the ballot has been marked correctly, the tabulator will scan and cast the ballot. The tabulator will make a sound and display a check mark on the screen to indicate that the ballot has been cast. If a voter casts an undervoted ballot, meaning that the voter did not vote in all contests on the ballot, the tabulator will accept the ballot as normal. However, if the voter cast an overvoted ballot, a quick review screen will appear, detailing which contest on the ballot contains overvotes. The tabulator's cast and return buttons will light up. Poll workers do not press these buttons. Only voters will select Cast or Return. The voter can read the issue on the screen and choose to return the ballot or cast it with a warning that the overvoted contest will not be counted. If the voter returns the ballot, they need to have that ballot spoiled and check in on the sitebook again to receive a new one. Sometimes a voter inserts a ballot and receives a message about ambiguous marks. This means that there are marks on the ballot that the tabulator cannot read. For example, this ballot has check marks. In this case, the tabulator will not light the Cast button and only the Return button will light up. The voter will need to return the ballot. Offer the voter the option to insert the ballot into door number 3 as a misread to be counted or have that ballot spoiled in order to receive a new one. If the tabulator is completely unable to read the ballot, for example, this test print from the accessible voting device, the tabulator will alert the voter that the ballot cannot be read and automatically ejected without the Cast or Return buttons lighting up. The screen may present a misread or invalid ballot error. This can be caused by a misprinted ballot or a voter attempting to feed an early voting or provisional ballot through the tabulator. At the top left corner of the ballot, there's a BOD code and 2 letters. If the voter tells you that the letters start with an E for early voting or a P for provisional voting, the ballot requires an affidavit envelope and will not be accepted by the tabulator. Only ballots with a D for Election Day will be accepted by the tabulator. If a voter's ballot is rejected and it's not a provisional or early ballot, ask the voter to insert the ballot in another direction, such as upside down. If the ballot continues to be rejected, offer the voter the option to spoil the ballot and receive a new one or insert the ballot into door number 3. These misreads will be returned to the Elections Department inside of the misread ballots envelope to be counted. At closing on Election Day, before you close the polls, open door number 3 and remove any misreads collected throughout the day. Rerun them through the tabulator to see if the tabulator will accept them without selecting Cast. If the tabulator accepts the misread, it has been counted and can be left in the ballot box. Remaining misreads will be counted and go into the large white misread ballots envelope. At the bottom of the envelope, there will be a place to write the number of misread ballots inside. On the front of the envelope, place one of your location labels. Seal the envelope with an official election envelope seal. The inspector and both judges will sign across the seal and onto the envelope. Apply your security key to the tabulator to access the main menu and select Poll Management. Then close Polls. Enter the password provided to the inspector. Make sure the print box is checked for the results report and print 2 copies. Once you confirm closing the polls, the 2 copies of the report will begin printing. During some elections, the reports can be extremely long and you may run out of thermal paper. If this happens, you can change the paper on your tabulator. The thermal paper door of the tabulator is sealed with a tamper evidence seal. Slowly peel the sticker off and place on the back of your precinct ballot report. Then open the thermal paper door. Inside the printer, pull the shiny metal bar with the black pressure roller. One end has a white gear and the other end has a black pin. There is also a white dowel where you will replace the thermal paper roll. Place the dowel inside of your new paper roll and place it back into the 2 grooves. Extend your paper and make sure the paper is curling upward so you will be able to feed it through the slot of the thermal paper door. To replace the pressure roller, point the black pin toward the outside of the tabulator and gently snap it into place. Then gently snap the white gear into place. Finally, feed the paper through the door, close the door, and apply a new tamper evidence sticker seal. You will have the option to continue printing. At the main menu screen, tap Exit. You will then be able to shut down the tabulator. At closing, you should have 3 reports: 1 zero report from the morning and 2 results reports. You will be able to tell where one report begins and the other ends by a small line of stars between each report. The first 2 reports remain together, so don't tear those. However, the final results report go in the black ballot bag along with the voted ballots from inside the ballot box. So tear this one off. The inspector and the judge will need to sign the results and 0 reports. Finally, pack the clear bubble pack with the 0 report and the first results report, the security key and the ballot box key, and the memory card from each tabulator. To remove the memory card, ensure the tabulator is completely shut down and locate the door labeled poll worker on the front that is sealed with a tamper evidence sticker seal. Slowly peel the seal off and place it on the back of the precinct ballot report and open the door. Inside there is a memory card and 2 other ports that are disabled. Push the card in gently to eject it. Then pull it out. Close the poll worker door and reseal it with a tamper evidence sticker seal. Locate the small pink Ziploc bag from inside your clear bubble pack. Inside the bag are 2 small plastic cases meant specifically for these cards. If you have 2 tabulators, the 2 plastic cases will be for a memory card from each tabulator. Once your cards are secured in the Ziploc bag, place the entire bag inside the clear bubble pack along with the reports and keys. Seal the clear bubble pack with a tamper evidence sticker seal. If a ballot is jammed in the tabulator, a small caution symbol will appear on the screen with a message requesting poll worker assistance. The tabulator cannot be used again until the jam is cleared. To get past the poll worker assistance needed screen, the security key will need to be applied to the metal circle. A message about the jam will appear on the screen stating whether the results were recorded. If the results were recorded, the ballot does not need to be fed through the tabulator again. If the results were not recorded, it will need to be fed through. To clear a jam, you may have to open door number 1 or door number 2 of the ballot box. If this becomes necessary, ensure the ballot box is opened with 2 poll workers of different political affiliations present, and complete a goldenrod event report explaining the reason for opening the box. Once the jam is removed, clear any error messages and follow the prompts on the screen to begin the voting session again.